What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, we're going to be checking out Bitcoin, the big dog. So if you like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I really appreciate it. So we got Bitcoin here, pardon me, on the daily. And yeah, we were calling for this yesterday. We were calling for a correction, right? Just due to the 4 hour, it was oversold, or sorry, excuse me, overbought. And so, right, we have a cross down below. Right, we have a cross. Okay, we have a cross on the stochastic, which is solid. You have a green dot, no momentum. So, I mean, right, it's not a shocker. Right? It's not a shocker that we're kind of correcting today. We didn't even get close to the sell side wall in the RSI. We're back testing the moving average. Just, there's not a lot of reasons to think Bitcoin was going to just go to the moon, right? We had levels, we couldn't stay above this 113,849, and so now we look lower. Okay, so on price action wise, at this point we have a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to look for a fifth. Okay, we were saying all this yesterday, talked about this on Sunday exclusively, but if you're a XLM holder, I covered it with XLM, I covered it with Jasmy, and there was one more I covered it with XRP, right? So I just talked about Bitcoin and where we're at, and so in the 4 hour, right? In the 4 hour, this is the reasoning behind it. This is the reasoning behind it. We had, we came up like a nice little 1-2. All right, you got a 3. Now you have like a 4 coming down in a 3-wave move, right? More than likely you can try to back test this area, right? And then you're going to come up, okay? I mean, that's just what it looks like, right? That's what it looks like in terms of where we're at on the moving averages. I mean, yeah, you could see a bounce right here. I'll put on some fibs to see the levels, right? You can see a bounce right there. That would make sense. You have an A wave impulse, okay? So that's good. Your B wave looks like it got up to at least a 0.5, and now your C wave is probably going to come down just a little bit lower, maybe to your 1618 area. So yeah, so that's what we're doing for that. The reason why we were saying we were going to be seeing a correction is we were up here yesterday. Right, we were up here. We were like just starting to be in the 4 hour. There was already profit taking. So you're like, okay, well, this was the main message, as long as we stay above the green. Can we live above the green, right? Can we live above the green? Can we not, get to the overbought and then just go all the way back down, right? I mean, that's kind of what we've been doing, right? You got overbought and then you just went all the way back down, right? Overbought. That was sustained, right? That was a pretty big move. Right? Because you were going up for a while because you got up through here, right? And then you got right back up, right? You didn't do this where you kind of just malingered down. So, malingerers, that's pretty much Bitcoin. That's kind of been Bitcoin, right? That's kind of been the MO of Bitcoin is, yeah, you have nice moves and then you just kind of dilly-dally for the next couple weeks. So, right, let's finish this. Let's get some fibs up here and see where we're at, okay? So, in terms of the 1-2, right? In terms of the 1-2, what can come up? 1-2. Where do we get to? I mean, you can't ask for much more than that on a 1-2. 1-2. So your third wave, you got all the way up. You closed above your 2618. Very sufficient, strong third wave, right? And I do love the fact that you came down and you back tested the 1618. Right? You had a little move, then boom, beautiful. That's strong. Very, very, very strong. Right, you ripped through your biggest area of resistance without any worry. Came back down, back tested, got up and went. So strong. In terms of our 3-wave move pullback, right? So let's see where we're at for there. So that's a sufficient third wave. Low to the high. Where are we? All right, we are still above the 382. Okay, so let's put one right there, right? 112 area. That'd probably be a good area to start. 382. I mean, we want a strong move, right? We want a strong move, so let's stay above here. Let's consolidate, stay above, and then go. that would be ideal. I mean, you can wick. You could wick down. You can come down and like wick down to your 0.5, but still close above your 3.2 and then go. All right. So that would be really nice. In terms of, let's see here, where we're at for this third wave. All right, third wave. I mean, you already got to your 382 of the third wave, right? You already got to the 382, which is nice. Came down to your 382 of the third wave. Come up. I do want to see where we came up to. I'm thinking like 0.5, 618. Yeah, right. Tried to get up to that 0.5. Pretty big wick, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. With the wick, you're thinking, all right, the C wave might actually be, because this momentum, what happens when you have a wick like this is momentum just keeps carrying down. I'm guessing there was a lot of volume right here. Let me guess. Yeah, good amount of volume. Good amount of volume. So, I mean, hey, Bitcoin is actually looking stronger than a lot of the alts, right? It actually is. So let's go ahead and see, where we're at from the low to the high. Right, the 1 comes down to that 112,683, right? So now, all right, I mean, that 1618 is right there. That 1272. All right, down through here. Okay. And this 1618, right, that 111, right? So 3 areas to the downside. I'm going to keep that 113. I am going to keep that area at that 113. It's still above the B wave. I know this 114 is actually, I think it is. I think we got to move it. We're always adjusting it. We're always adjusting. That 114.024, just to get above. Let me see. Let me discount double check. Whoa. Yeah, boom. Okay, overall move. Let me see what the overall move is. 382 of the overall move. Yeah, it's got to move up. Got to move up now. That's what we got to get above now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got levels to the downside. I'll readjust those if needed. We got 3 up. I'm expecting 5 waves up at this point. I'm expecting 5 waves up. That's why I took those out. I've called the low. If you go back down there, I'll just own it and say I was wrong. I've called the low for a while, right? I don't think we're going back down there. This does look nice, right? Impulse, right? Come back down, especially end of month, right? If we could hold around, if we can hold above this, right, by today, close above this today, and have that be your October open, and then kind of drizzle down a little bit right below it and find support right below it, and then go take out the October open and then go, because you want a bearish start to the month. Not like a crazy bearish start, but you want, typically the best months have a slight wick to the downside. It's just a slight wick, right? So that's what I got for Bitcoin, right? You did have a cross right here on the 4 hour. Okay, it's kind of leveling out. So, right, so those are some of the ideas that we got. Okay, get above 114, all right, then get above 117, then we can start targeting that 127 to 132. All right, so those are the levels I got for Bitcoin. If you like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment where you're tuning in from. Remember, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So please do your own research, have a plan, and stick to it. Have a great rest of your day. I thank you for stopping by. I thank you for your time. Take it easy. Peace.